in order to provide remote consultation, patient tracking, and to connect the nurses, midwives, community health workers at the point of care to the best possible experts.
And I run a non-profit organization that brings solar and water technologies from Israel to remote villages in Africa.
South Kindler, Jerusalem, born and raised. I'm the founder of Snap. Snap is a mobile platform.
Our company has several products aimed to save children's lives from drowning.
So in a nutshell, what we said, let's take what is personal, which is the apps, not the settings files.
And it's an honor to be in the presence of Her Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia.
Let me say how pleased I am to be able to be a part of this second encounter. And most pleased to be in a center that's named after your Prime Minister, your former Prime Minister, who was one of the outstanding women that really blazed the path that many of us have followed.
Distinguished delegation headed by Her Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia, colleagues, dear guests, we have 2 international training courses that are being held in this center as we speak today. One is on management of healthcare systems for rural women. We have 25 trainees, I think, from all over the world. Please raise your hands. So, Madam President, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you and your distinguished delegation here today to this wonderful gathering where we are combining development and innovation. It's an extra pleasure to welcome you once again to be a guest of the Golda Meir Mashav Carmel International Training Center, a center that was established in 1961 and has become a shrine for gender equality and development and women empowerment. Thousands of women have undergone concept transformation regarding their abilities and powers within the corridors of this relatively modest structure, modest building in the heart of the beautiful city of Haifa and on Mount Carmel. And all this has been done through the very hard work of a very dedicated team that is headed by Chava Kari. He's also modest like the structure.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your inspiring words. It's the second time I have the pleasure to hear you in Israel. I would like to quote something that you said at the 2007 conference. I'm sure you remember. May I quote you? The size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
After listening to all the talents that were on display here, I think I can say that my role as president is very less complex. All we do, sometimes we think is as important, is to keep the peace, ensure stability, and create the environment for you to be able to have the talents that you have. And so we'll be looking at some of the things that you have done here, see how applicable they are to some of the things we are doing, to the processes that we have underway to improve our own economy and to enable our people to be able to produce, process at levels that make them competitive with others in our sub-region and perhaps beyond. I'd like to call on one of our ministers to talk about. With your permission, you all, everybody here young. I think you need some young person to talk. Thank you.
No pressure. Under her leadership, Liberia is going through a transformation. That transformation is embedded in our agenda for transformation, our blueprint for achieving middle income status. For me, the benefit of having that conference is it provides a platform for the magic to happen. You know, as an entrepreneur, you will knock on 100 doors and you may only get 2 doors to open. But sometimes it's only those 2 doors that can transform your business. And so we see a lot of exchanges happening with our entrepreneurs in Liberia and entrepreneurs in other countries. And many of them are benefiting from centers like these around the world. You know, we've had entrepreneurs go to South Africa for training, for Asia for training, in the US for training, and I understand some of them have even come to Israel for training. And so we hope we can foster these exchanges, because we strongly believe by investing in entrepreneurs, we can tell the positive story of Israel, you know, a nation built by entrepreneurs and innovators. Thank you very much.